Welcome, Cancer, to your mid-month reading for September. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Welcome back, all Cancerians. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Diving deep over here. And welcome back, all subscribers, all cross watchers, and all the new people who have joined. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's going on over here. You have the triumph and success over here coming out with the Ace of Swords. Loving that. Talking about that understanding that there is a new opportunity ahead of you. It looks like you are kind of slashing out anything that's not going to balance out your needs at this time. Really loving that. Slashing away stuff that's not good for my well-being, my success. Trusting in your intuition, which is a very good thing. We are getting ready for that partial lunar eclipse, which will be in Pisces. So, guys, no matter what, just like I told Pisces, your water, right, you really want to watch that emotions anyways because of the lunar eclipse, right? And also the full moon, which, like I said, is in Pisces. So the water signs are kind of getting that emotional side. What I do like about this, though, is it does feel like you are balancing things a little bit better at the mid-month than you might have been at the beginning of the month, okay? Having a little, the new moon kind of got your emotions a little imbalanced. Also for some of you, many of you, you also had that person around you that was kind of feeding off of your emotions. So let's see what's going on over here. Very focused right now. Right now it's just a time to really work hard, feeling like you're working very hard. I like that. So it's like, getting down to your higher standards. It's kind of like seize the day, seize the mid-month, right? Seizing the mid-month for sure. Let's use a different deck here for just a second. Let's go back to this deck. Really just see you kind of like really paving the way to success right now in the mid-month, whatever it is that has, it's really on your mind, what you're really focused on, yes, for the victory. Really wanting that victorious solution, opportunity. Like I said, really feeling like you're seizing that opportunity, seizing the day for your desires. It's almost like whatever you desire is desiring you back. You guys may have Taurus in your chart. If you do, watch the Taurus reading. That's exactly what's going on with them. It's like the universe is saying, whatever you desire, you put out enough energy that it wants to bring it to you. What you want, it wants you to have it. I really am feeling that. It's almost like I've got this. I've got this. So you definitely can really strengthen your bonds over here with what it is you truly want and what you truly desire. The sacral chakra is your wants, your desires, right? And it's, yeah, saying intuitively, ooh, I've sacrificed a lot. But without the, between the chakra reading and the beginning of the month reading, and even I think even the astro dice, if I remember correctly, it does show how much you have really put out there, how much you've really sacrificed, really waiting for this blessing, really waiting for this opportunity. And now it's like kind of saying, you know what? Now intuitively you can see that where you're investing your time and having this understanding, right? Whether it's wanting someone else's support through you, who's on the same page as you, you can really find that harmonious place and victory within that relationship. Of course, that won't be the person so much who really is trying to feed off your energy, right? If you guys are dealing with that, it looks like you may just let that go, right? We've already talked about that. That would be letting that go, not worrying about them anymore. I'm really balancing myself, communicating with what is good for me, releasing that energy vampire. I love this. Oh my gosh. It's like finally I'm not going to let them into my energy anymore. It's like I understand, right? That the more energy I give to something that doesn't want, that wants to take from me, it's going to attract, I'm attracting that by just giving energy, and reacting with it, right? So it's pretty much saying, no, I'm now attracting the warmth and the affection from the things I really truly want, and really focused on my victory, and with people who want to invest their real good time with me and have better understanding and want to support me and what I'm looking for, you know? Yes. Did you have the positive movement forward coming through? Yeah, conflict and defeat. Now, it doesn't 100% say that the conflict and the defeat is 100% over. When we're looking at what you're focused on, it's saying, I'm not focused on that conflict and defeat anymore. I'm not focused on people who don't want to spend quality time for me, or people who want to argue with me, or people who want to, uh, just, be negative. Just, just truly anything negative, right? I'm moving past that. I'm moving past them. I'm not giving them my energy anymore. So you're saying, I want a more solid foundation. I'm moving up this ladder over here. I'm moving up this mountain of controlling my emotions, controlling where I am, right? And really getting this kind of during the mid-month, you're really getting this boost from the cosmos, from the universe, which is going to really encourage you, it's definitely within your deep connections and your mind as well. So you're really using and balancing out your analytical mind, saying, I'm kind of slaying the dragon over here, what I don't want for this better opportunity. But intuitively, because I know intuitively, this is what I need to do. I need to let that go. I've allowed this to bother me too much, or invested too much time and energy into someone who just wants to treat me bad, or has evil intent towards me. You know what I'm saying? So good job, Cancer. You're withdrawing from that situation. It looks like you're going to get a lot of rest and rejuvenation coming out of this situation. And this is kind of like, this is where you're going. This is where the end month is going. This is where it's going to kind of roll into the end month for you, saying, because I will see the victory and the success. So I really can't wait to see what the end month really entitles for you. Over here, you got a lot of twos. Man, I can't wait for the angel numbers either, because you got a lot of twos over here, which is showing that balance and that control and that patience. And then you have a lot of fours over here, which is saying, I'm standing my ground. I'm standing where I need to be. This is where I have the opportunities to get to where it is I truly need to be for this ultimate change in the way that everything is going around me. And I really do believe that lunar eclipse is really going to help. And as I said it for a few signs, I'm not saying it for 100% everybody, but I wanted to say one thing about water signs. I think this lunar eclipse is really going to be helpful for you, in really manifesting what it is you need, moving towards what it is you truly need. It's almost like to the point where it's like, you don't really need a new chapter. You don't really need a new book. You need to focus on this chapter right now so that you can end that chapter. You need the victory of this chapter first, right? So it's kind of like if you're in the Harry Potter book, right? He needs to, you see what I mean? He needs to slay that, dragon, or whatever the heck he's, the Leviathan or whatever it is. I was trying to think of the dang name of that snake. The bass, what was it? Was it the bass? Oh gosh, I can't remember right now. Hate that. It's been a long time since I read the books. I own them all, but for some reason now I can't think of what it is. But you know what I'm talking about. He needs to slay that snake before he can end the book. You need to slay this so that you can get that victory and success, because within this chapter of your life, you have this huge, beautiful victory that's sitting right underneath your nose. And it's really right there. This is the opportunity. This is the time. So this new opportunity is really kind of more, it's kind of so crazy, because it's kind of like not really a new opportunity. It's like returning to the opportunity that you felt you were working so hard for, but you couldn't slay that dragon, because there was this dragon that's sitting in between this. And it's like, you're between me and my rainbow. You're between me and my victory. And I know this chapter of my life right now has this victory. This is where I am. I don't want to turn the page yet until I get what I need. And you have that. And that's exactly where you're going. See, because you know this is what you want. If I change the book, then that means it's going to push me somewhere else. I I have this right here. Ooh, that's why you're focused so hard. But intuitively, you know that. You want to be adapting to this change to get that victory. Very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Because you've already shifted. Because if I am correct, if I remember correctly, right, 24 signs. Let's just hope I get this one right, right? You guys watch these videos. If I remember correctly, you already shifted into this zone. So you're just waiting for this victory and this success. You've already, you already leaped. You already took this shift. You're just waiting. Oh gosh, here comes this piece that, is almost like kind of a test, which is so normal, right? Like, if I get this kind of feedback, how am I going to react to that feedback? Okay, well, you're messing around with my victory because I know it's right here. So it's like right now you're going to try to keep the positive attitude. Absolutely. Taking the positive attitude to keep going strong. You are making direct communication with yourself, with others, right? Perceiving differently, saying, hey, you know what? I do need to focus on this. The victory is ahead. If you need to cut those people out, I will cut your head off. Not really. Right? Please don't. That's not what I'm saying. It's like, no, not literally. Right? Metaphorically, I am swiping my sword. Okay, so, no, because I'm clearing the boundaries, right? I am telling you no, right? I'm sorting with my communication, my tongue, the way I'm going to tell you. This is the way it's going to be. So over here, you're making this personal transition because there was some kind of resistance to change. Now, I don't really believe that there was a resistance to change so much. The resistance to change was whoever was around you who was trying to hold you back. I mean, we've seen this. This is nothing new. We have seen this, right? Whatever that energy is, we've seen this energy all month long. And now you're putting a stop to it. Intuitively, you say, nope, this is it. Analytically, I'm thinking about it. I'm giving that direct communication. I can clearly see my mind is clear enough for my intuition to open up. I can use and balance my analytical mind with my intuition and say enough is enough and I'm done. Absolutely. I'm putting myself where I'm going to find the investment. I'm putting myself into a place where I know there's going to be growth and achievement. I'm putting myself into a place where I know that this is where my victory and success will come. Ah, yeah, playing with the devil. I'm not playing with the devil anymore. I'm restoring my control of this situation, holding back, not allowing my emotions to get out of control because you want to be, I'm going to say it again, and I've said it all month, because you want to be an energy vampire. Whatever that attachment is that they're trying to attack you with, you're releasing those chains. You're releasing those limiting beliefs. You're releasing all of the thoughts that they've put into your mind, or naysaying, or whatever it is that they're doing, and you're allowing your own free will and your own control to come back, and you're exploring what it is you need. Right, and you may even be dealing with someone who's going to be very resentful for you doing so. So I just want you to know, whoever you're dealing with, when you cut the bonds, they're going to be very resentful. A lot of them are not going to be very nice. Not playing the game very well, right? But they weren't playing the game very well to begin with, right? So, yes, you're planning on making new decisions. You're looking out. You have travel plans. You are, they may even want to come back and try to have a reconciliation with you. And that's because they can't stand the idea that they're not in control of you anymore, Cancer. They can't stand that they don't have this push and this pull on you. Because you're saying no more. Your attitude is changing into a more positive attitude away from them. You're aligning yourself with longer term goals, looking out, planning for your progress. They don't like it. this person, whoever you're dealing with, and remind you, if you're not dealing with this person, throw it away. It's not meant for you. You take what resonates and what doesn't, right? It's definitely for someone because it's been here all month, right? It's like the nonstop energy of this person. But you're attaining goals no matter what, whether you have this person or not. But for those of you dealing with this person, oh yeah, they want to come back because they cannot stand that they do not have this control. Cannot stand that you're not listening to what they're saying. They can't stand, right? That you're not attached to them anymore. That you have freed yourself from that situation. And that you're more confident about doing what you want to do and not paying attention to what they're doing anymore. And it doesn't mean you didn't have confidence and stuff before. It's just that when they're around, they seem to be the downer of the party, right? Or or trying to give you limiting beliefs, like you couldn't do that. Maybe they even say things like, you can't do anything without me. Well, you know what? Watch. I'm going to cut these chains and watch me go, because I know deep down inside it's there. It's right underneath my nose. So for some of you, they're just holding you back. Soul searching. Good. Go into your hidey hole. Doesn't surprise me, though. We have that Piscean full moon coming out. You take the advantage of the full moon to go into your hidey hole. I just told Pisces the same thing. They're going to go under the water, into their underwater kingdom. You guys go inside your crab shell, and soul search. Do what it is you need to do, because it'll just bring out the truth. It'll bring out the inner guidance. It's going to bring out the strength. It's going to bring out more wisdom, and it's going to balance you and keep you exactly where you need to be. So they're going to say, oh, now you're going to go silent on me. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm going silent on you. So a lot of you are going to go into silent mode. You're going to push all your might back so you can come out even stronger, taking that little time out to, get yourself together. And that's good, because this makes for a better strategy, better decisions, aligning yourself with those projects, with what you want. And like I said, it just makes you stronger. So for the cross watchers, if you see Cancer going and hiding out, right? It's because they're hiding out from this person, right? Who doesn't treat them very well. Or this, or this coworker, or whoever it is, right? And say, well, I don't understand why they're not talking right now. I thought we were on good terms. Well, they were obviously on bad terms with somebody. And we can't always say that it's just the cross watcher who's doing that, because it literally could be somebody else. It could be cross watcher, or it could be their Cancer's ex. It could be, a family member. It could be anybody, right? So if you know that they're not hiding out from you because you're not the bad guy in this scenario, right? Then definitely you're going to say, I don't know what happened to them. That's because somebody has been really naughty, been very mean. I don't even want to say naughty. I want to say maliciously horrible to Cancer. And you may even know about the situation, but that's why they pulled away. Okay. So with the Temperance in the end, coming to the end of the month, this is where you're going to really feel more patient, really sensible, and really feeling like you're finding the meaning. And this is where you're on your way to victory, because now you've really balanced the waters. Now you're going to come back and you're going to feel better about the whole situation. You're really in tune with your higher self. Your intuition is still spot on. You're not going to lose that. Okay, but you've controlled for a lot of you who are empathic, you're going to control that empathicness a lot. And you've already are starting to control it here in the mid-month. That's why I love it. So it says that by the mid-month, or the end month, excuse me, you're really on target, because now you feel really balanced. And very, like I said, your intuition is still there because you're coming out as the High Priestess. Right, so you're going to definitely feel like you have this wisdom. You're going to feel like your psychic abilities are doing, are really on target, and not having to deal with, any nonsense. Let's just put it that way. There will be a lot of rest and rejuvenation, but I do feel like from the mid-month to the end of the month, the rest and rejuvenation period of going into hermit mode, going into this place, is going to continue throughout the month of this off and on. And that's good though, because that's going to pretty much prompt you to better balance, harmony, health, maintaining that balance within yourself, right? Giving you that time to relax and recharge. So it does feel like you're going to be back and forth a lot this month, guys, between the meditation time out, okay, going into your shell, just for those reasons. So I really like that. I do feel like you're going to be listening to your body a lot more too. So if you know that maybe I haven't been feeling good, maybe I've been eating too much popcorn, I'm going to stop eating this popcorn, right? I've had too much chocolate, too much ice cream, too much soda. Like maybe I am feeling for some of you that it's kind of like the um, woes food, you know, crying into my ice cream type of thing. It makes me feel better, but it does feel like for some of you who have been doing that, that's going to start cutting. You're going to start cutting that back because you're going to feel more balanced. So you're going to say, you know, I don't need this. I don't need this whole box of ice cream anymore. Or maybe I will have this box of ice cream, but I'm not going to add the Hershey syrup to it anymore and the whipped cream. And, you know, I think I just eat some of the ice cream and then all of a sudden you'd be like, oh, you know what? I don't need the whole box anymore. I just maybe a bowl. And then it'll like, oh, you know what? Just maybe a spoonful. Right? The comfort foods. So it does feel like whatever is going on, though, it does feel like your health conscious is going to also come back. That's for those of you who are doing that, right? There's many women out there that we do that, right? Or if you're the type of woman who doesn't eat at all, let's talk about that one because there's a lot of women that don't do that. When me personally, when I get sad, I don't eat. I'm not the one that goes to the ice cream or any comfort. I don't do comfort foods. I don't want to face the day. I'm not hungry. It makes me feel sick. You know, I feel sick inside. I don't feel good. I don't want to eat. So if you're like that, then you will return back to balancing that diet. Okay. And then this will contribute, no matter what the situation is, it's going to contribute to your overall vitality and your health. Okay. So you're going to feel a lot better and emotionally healthier as well. Okay. So, wow, guys. Let's get an overall card over here. We're going to use the Sacred Rebels. Really love this reading for you. You're going to feel a lot more energized, but this rest and rejuvenation and really going within is going to be the key to your success because you're so focused. So it's almost like I'm going to focus on this opportunity and then I'm going to take rest out. So that's amazing. And that shows balance. So the balancing skill you got there. So best messages coming out, please, for beautiful Cancer. Be the hunter, not the hunted. You can't tell me that doesn't go back to that vampire thing, the energy vampire, as they were hunting you down, right? As they were just trying their hardest to keep you in this place. Next card coming out with it is what is already with you. So, yeah, you be the hunter, not the hunted. Do not allow them to destroy your energy. Let's see. We're going to go to 8. First, we'll read a few little things about the hunter over here. It says, do you feel you are at the back? Oh, excuse me. Or do you feel you're at the beck and call of circumstances, situations, and relationships that are outside of your control? Is your attention being called away from what you love, from your passionate focus upon your journey and creative self-expression? Wow, that is exactly what they're doing. That is exactly what the devil is doing. That is what they're doing. They're trying to pull you away from whatever your passion is, want you to listen to them, want to bond to you. Wow. So what this card is allowing you to understand is this is unhealthy, okay? Do not ignore your own journey out of misplaced guilt, shame, or unworthiness, or the belief that needs of others are more important than your own. This is not compromise. This is unhealthy and neglectful yourself. But you know, it's kind of crazy because I think this is just kind of the warning of don't return. Wow. That's really what it is don't return. You cut the pieces in the mid-month, right? You're cutting the pieces now in the mid-month to this person. So it's almost like a warning card. They're saying use the wisdom within yourself. The owl is the wisdom. See and perceive exactly what they're doing so they don't try to call you back. They want to beckon the call, remember? Right? With the reconciliation. Got some Pantera in my head now. Beckon the call. Beckon the call. Sorry guys, I'm a rocker. I can't help it. And yes, I did hear that. So anyways, but you got, yeah, because they want that reconciliation. They're saying, no, be wise. Don't do that. Remember what you got coming. Okay, do not let them persuade you to do such a thing. Okay, you can willingly see the truth, and you will willingly see the truth when you go into hermit mode, right? Really, because your intuition's already open. That extra, just go inside and boom, it's done. So I love this part. It says, in doing so, pretty much going inside of your, you know, and seeing the truth, it says, in doing so, you will be open to being shown another way through the inner wisdom of your heart or a flash of insight from your great universal mind, your intuition, or third eye, right? That penetrates your own awareness. This oracle also brings you particular guidance that there is a message coming your way. This message will be important to you, and you are not to paint it as anything more or less than what it is. Sit with your heart. Take your time. Even if there is a deadline for your answer, you will be able to bend and stretch time so that your relaxation, you can feel for what the truth truly is. And I think that's why it's going to continue to the end of the month, your intuition, because it really wants you to understand what they're trying to do. Because I'm telling you, this person's not going to, they're not going to leave. They are trying their hardest to, you know, restore their own control. I don't care if it's a friend, a family member, it doesn't matter because they're in this resentment. And then you have what wants you is already within you. What's that, 17? 17. This one says, what you are seeking, perhaps by exploring far and wide, is actually right under your nose. That's crazy. That's exactly what I said. You gotta be careful. It literally said, I wish you guys could see this. It's not close enough for you to see, but literally says that. You may not like the idea. It is so much more wonderful to imagine there is something yet to find. Of course, there is unlimited creative potential and always something more than it can be. Yet in the instance, it is important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. That doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. Instead, it asks you to acknowledge that everything necessary for success is within you now. All you need to do is accept this and act with what you have available to you. This is a good news. This particular chapter has a happy ending in store. That ending will become real for you just as soon as you stop trying to skip forward to the next chapter. Better to be completely present in the now. From here, the next phase will naturally happen without force on your part. Whoa. But that's what we said. We said we don't want a new chapter. That's exactly what it said. It says you need to start where it is because you haven't slayed the dragon yet. When you slay the dragon, you get the victory and success. Because this is victory and success, as this card even said, I'm going to mess up the whole table, says it's right under your nose. I'm not used to this little... It's so thin. It's okay. We've been doing this for years. Knock over the table. Okay. It's a part of the ritual. It's a ritual I got going on. Okay, so everybody knew this is nothing new. It's like every time I put on a new mat, it's like, this is too thin. That one's too thick. Okay. Taurus. I got hands like hooves, you know? Can't help it. Clumsy. Okay, so that is crazy because this literally says the same thing. You can't, it doesn't want you to end the chapter yet because then you'll miss the reward. give up. I'm done. You guys are awesome. One last card for the end here. See what Spirit has to say. We're done. So glad it happened at the end of the video, right? I want you guys to understand, who watched the whole video all the way to the end, that there's probably only, literally, not a joke. I wish I was kidding. If I have 55 people watching this video, there's probably only 7 of you that watched the whole video. All the way to the end. Okay. Recovery. It's all about the recovery. We know that. Or what? Big happy changes. And for some of you, it even has something to do with romance. Like I said, and if you're the cross watcher and you're like, but I am the romance, they're talking about some ex that won't let them go. Right? Or I'm trying to come in as the new romance and this person's destroying them. Whether it's a friend or, you see what I'm saying? Or maybe you're the friend who's trying to get them to the new romance if they would just leave the devil alone. Love you guys. Until next time, peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.